Welcome to the public consultation for the Rainham Beam Parkway sites NRO2/03 and NRO6A and 6B. I'm Daniel Weston from Comran & Partners, the architects for the scheme. The Rainham Beam Parkway Regeneration is a joint venture between the London Borough of Havering and Notting Hill Genesis, forming the Rainham Beam Park Regeneration LLP. The master plan scheme proposes to deliver up to 1,000 new homes across a series of sites along New Road. The majority of these have approved outline planning applications. The sites sit adjacent to infrastructure improvements, including the A1306 Beam Parkway, which incorporates a linear park, the new Beam Park station, as well as the Beam Park and 19 New Road master plan sites, which have been completed by others. Today we'll present our current proposals for the first three sites to be brought forward for detailed submissions. These will be submitted as two separate full planning applications. Site NRO2/03, which comprises the addresses of 195 to 205 New Road and 1, 3 and 7 Cherry Tree Lane, is the site situated furthest east towards Rainham Village. This sits at the junction with New Road and Cherry Tree Lane. Site NRO6A, which has the address of 143 New Road, and 6B, which comprises of 149 to 153 New Road, sit either side of the bottom of Beston Road. I will refer to the sites as the Cherry Tree Lane application site and the Beston Road Junction application site for the purposes of this presentation. The information presented represents the proposals at this stage of design development and the consultation process. The overall master plan proposes to deliver 35% affordable homes, with the first to be created within these proposals. The scheme will also provide the relocation of the existing Silver Hall Social Club, which sits within one of the adjacent sites within the master plan. Rainham Beam Park has been identified as one of the GLA's new housing zones. To progress considered development, the Council published the Rainham Beam Park Planning Framework. That included an illustrative outline master plan for the area to provide a guide for change. This incorporated the historic art of Rainham and extended west along the New Road corridor towards Beam Park. The proposal sites are situated within the Beam Parkway character area, one of 6 identified in the framework to be established to create a well-defined, coherent residential urban area. It's the vision of the LLP to develop the Rainham Beam Parkway sites to transform the Beam Parkway corridor from a declining industrial area into a vibrant, sustainable new urban community as part of a wider regeneration. The proposal sites currently benefit from close proximity and good access to open spaces and amenities, as well as transport links including bus stops right on the doorstep and a short walk to Rainham Station. The improvements to the area included the new Beam Park station, the A1306 Beam Parkway, which incorporates the linear park, as well as community and commercial facilities coming forward as wider master plan sites, means new residents will have the benefit of a wide range of facilities and will knit into the existing community. This will further be enhanced by the benefits our proposals will deliver, which include a new multi-purpose community building for the relocated Silver Hall Social Club and a commercial space suitable for a wide range of uses. A pocket park as well as urban greening will link into the new linear park development. The design strategy has developed from key design principles established by the outline plans. These included creating focal buildings at junctions, using height and building line variation to create clear order and visual interest and ensure a stepping of scale from the Beam Parkway sites to the existing neighbouring homes. As previously mentioned, the relocation of the Silver Hall Social Club is an important inclusion to the proposals and reason for change to the outline plans. We've also refined the layouts in close consultation with the local planning authority as well as the design review panel. Looking from left to right on the illustration of the proposals, the 143 New Road site has the new single-storey social club, providing an active frontage to New Road. A pocket park then separates the club from the residential apartment block with a commercial space at its base. The site on the opposite side of the road consists of an apartment block which creates bookends at either side of the Beston Road junction. The Cherry Tree Lane junction application site has bookend apartment wings linked by a lower rise apartment block in the centre with amenity space to the rear. A lower maisonette block runs along Cherry Tree Lane and a new terrace of houses back on the neighbouring house. These sketches illustrate the proposed massing from street level. On the left, looking north up Cherry Tree Lane, is the end of the maisonette block with driveways and front doors to the street. The top floor is set back to reduce the sense of scale. Access to the site is overlooked by the front of the proposed terrace of houses. These are 2 stories with a dormer window at the rooftop. The image at the bottom right looks south down Cherry Tree Lane and illustrates how height gradually steps up from the neighbouring homes to the focal corner at the junction of New Road. This is depicted above, with a new building creating a strong identity for the new Beam Parkway area. Robust traditional materials will be used, predominantly brick, with the colours inspired by the reds and browns of Rainham Village. This rotated plan, with New Road along the left and Cherry Tree Lane along the bottom, illustrates the current layout and mix of the Cherry Tree Lane Junction application site. 1, 2 and 3 bedroom private sale and shared ownership flats sit within an apartment block which has generous communal entrances off New Road. All flats have private amenity in the form of ground floor terraces or balconies to upper floors. The maisonette block, consisting of all affordable homes, provides ground floor 2-storey 3-bedroom maisonettes which have a traditional layout including a front and back garden. 2-bedroom maisonettes sit above and have a generous top floor terrace. The run of 3-bedroom houses creates a terrace along the edge of the site which back onto the neighbouring house and have generous rear gardens. Parking is located to the rear of the site with through access as considered appropriate by the Highways Department. Additional pavement space is provided around the bus stop to Cherry Tree Lane. Building frontages are set back from the street, creating space for managed landscaping as well as private terraces and access to the ground floor of homes. The shared amenity courtyard is nestled within the apartment block with access for all residents. Parking capacity is being carefully balanced with landscaping, and the design team is working closely with the local planning authority and highways to strike the right balance. We're reviewing alternative options to ensure future-proofing for the scheme. Existing boundary trees are maintained, as well as new additional tree planting throughout the site. An underground refuse system, URS, is used and supported by the Council's collection strategy. This keeps waste hidden below the ground and is located conveniently for residents who access it using a chute. It's adjacent to the parking area to the rear, and refuse trucks access the site away from the street to collect. Complex site constraints on 143 New Road, which include the culvert, sewers, as well as localised flood risk, has prevented residential use at ground floor and defined where building footprints can sit. The new social club fronts onto New Road with its own dedicated parking to the rear, along with access. We're working closely with the club members to develop the layout and create a flexible and inclusive space. A commercial space, which could become a shop or food outlet or office space, sits below 1, 2 and 3 bedroom flats. An amenity space separates the uses at the centre of the site, and residential parking court is also included at the rear, separating from neighbouring properties. A smaller apartment block, 149 to 153 New Road, consists of all shared ownership flats. These are accessed off New Road and have parking and amenity to the rear. Existing culvert to the western boundary, along with existing trees, will be tidied up to create a biodiverse strip of green land. The parking areas are tree-lined to create a buffer to the neighbouring homes. A new loading bay on New Road is to service the social club and has been agreed with the Linear Park team and highways. These images to the right depict precedents of planting, hard landscaping and informal play equipment which will be used on the scheme. There's ample play space for young children's play within both of the sites, for new residents, as well as places for adults to sit and relax. We have already met extensively with stakeholders, consultees and the local authority. This process will continue in upcoming months as we develop the design and target a submission in August. We welcome your feedback and encourage suggestions that we can incorporate into the evolving designs. Many thanks for your time.